Philip Avery.
Thank you very much indeed. Not everybody's commute this morning will have looked like this, but over towards the west things are beginning to turn increasingly damp, and it is just going to be one of those weeks across many parts of the British Isles. I'm rather hanging my hat on Wednesday as probably being the driest and brightest of the days in the coming week. You can see it's a mobile situation as I run the sequence over the past few hours. Bands of weather gradually working their way across the Atlantic, moving in towards the British Isles. Here's some wet weather already showing up towards Northern Ireland, and then another lump of cloud, another area of low pressure out into the Atlantic, all tied in, as I say, with areas of low pressure all gradually working their way towards us. Now there is something of a lull, and it's these blue skies here out towards the west. This is in fact going to be Wednesday's drier and brighter conditions, I suspect, and then more cloud and rain behind me over towards the eastern side of Canada. So, a succession of lows. The first already making itself felt on the western side of the British Isles. Then Tuesday's working its way in towards the western side again after a fairly dry start in many central and eastern areas. Then the isobars just beginning to show a curve there, a ridge of high pressure working its way to bring those drier and brighter conditions. And then Thursday and the tail end of Friday, well, we see more areas of low pressure with their attendant fronts working their way in. So after a fairly dry start across central and eastern areas, I think all areas, save for the northeastern corner of Scotland, will eventually see that wet weather. Some of those bursts really quite heavy. You might even hear the odd rumble of thunder. And of course, all this cloud around, it really won't do very much for the temperatures at all. 21, 22, possibly a 23 at best. But underneath all the cloud, well, you're looking at 16 to 19. Some of the rain really quite heavy today, but we're keeping a close eye on Tuesday because that area of low pressure could produce anything up to an inch of rain across the western hills. This is the lump of cloud that will